Winters.
And good morning. It is 20 minutes after 7 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning from Bitter Lake Wildlife Refuge, Steve Alvarez is joining us here, and of course, with friends of Bitter Lake, Don Weld. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning,
Mike.
How's everybody doing today?
Great.
Good. Yeah. So for folks that are, if you're not, Don is with the volunteer group, the Friends of Bitter Lake, and they're the ones that run events and help with service projects and things like that. Where Steve, he's the official that comes in, is actually like the park ranger, the person that is there to make sure that the refuge is doing refuge things. So.
That's correct.
So how's life out at the refuge this morning?
It's been hot and dry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Maybe. Well, did you get any moisture last night?
I don't know. I'm checking.
That's right. You haven't probably been out to the refuge.
I haven't been to work yet, so I'm going to head out there.
Hopefully. Well, what I'm hearing is it looks like the south end got a little less.
Yes, I got some.
Did you?
Yep.
And then we got I'm down by the hospital, down by Eastern, and that was pretty good down, north downtown there area. So I'm thinking, logic-wise, Bitter Lake probably got some good moisture out there based on what people reporting their rain totals and things.
There was
like
a lot of lightning out in that direction.
We were actually talking about me and the boss were talking about how dry it was.
Yeah.
Just yesterday, so we were hoping for rain. So
yeah.
When I get back in there today, we'll make sure we have some.
I know they worry about it up in the mountains with wildfires and things, but does lightning become an issue out at the refuge as far as dryness goes?
We can have fires.
Okay.
By lightning. We've got a fire crew out there, and they're
just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
Okay,
so.
But that is an issue that is of concern from time to time.
Yeah, from time to time.
Yeah. I didn't know if we were at that dry yet.
Yeah.
Where you're like worrying about that potential.
Things can light up right now.
Yeah.
So.
Which is a good time to remind folks that when we think of our recreational areas here in Roswell, sometimes people confuse bottomless lakes with Bitter Lake, and we want to make that delineation that bottomless lakes is the place where you go swimming and boating and have fun and state park recreating. Bottomless lake is a wild bottomless lake. That's the other problem. is that it is a wildlife refuge. It's there as think of it as a pilot flying J for our wildlife. That's kind of what that's my short answer for what Bitter Lake Wildlife Refuge is. It is a rest stop for our migratory wildlife.
That's one of the main functions of the place.
Yeah. But we are about a month away now.
Yeah,
pretty close.
Pretty close.
It seems like
5-6 weeks.
Yeah, we've been talking like it's way on the other side of the summer, but guess what? Yeah. Kids go back to school today. It's right around the corner.
Fall's coming, even though my wife and I were talking about temperatures. It's hot right now, but we can kind of feel that things are starting to change.
Well, and I was looking at next week's forecast, and there's some rain chances. It looks like as of right now, they're talking like 20, 30, 40% chance of rain, depending on the day next week.
Yeah. Good.
But how all of our highs today are like 100. Next week they're like 95.
Yeah.
So I think maybe we're starting to just
go down to the fall.
It's not fall, but maybe just like smell a little fall in the air. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, in the fall, we might get down to 85.
That's right. Yeah. The cool fall 80s. But what this means is Dragonfly Festival is that time of year again. It's always right around around September 10th, that time frame.
Exactly.
And this year it's on September 10th.
Weekend after Labor Day is always we do it.
Yeah, it's always that first weekend right after Labor Day here, and it's really 3 days. It's 2.5 days, I guess you could say. One big day and 2.5 days.
And then a couple little things on Friday and Sunday.
Saturday's the big come on, come all, and then Friday night there's some stuff, and then Sunday there's some tours and things.
And I'm glad you mentioned that because first of all, I just want to tell you is we haven't done this for 2 years because of COVID.
Yeah, this is the first time it's
back in business again, so we're excited about it and
full throttle.
Throttle. Where our friends group, our volunteers, our staff, it's on the focus. There,
so I imagine a lot of people are excited to come back out.
Oh yeah, we're getting a lot of calls. We're getting people asking us about the festival all the time. So
good.
And you did mention the other days. Friday, make sure everybody knows that we have a event at 6:30 on September the 9th, Friday, and it's a lady, Laura McCain. She did this program before. It's Birds of Prey.
Okay.
And she brings live birds to the program.
Okay.
And she's an excellent speaker, and she's a teacher, but she does this on the side.
Cool.
And we've gotten a lot of good compliments. About her,
Nice.
so,
Good deal.
So what you do is first come, first serve. We have about 50 people that we can accommodate
Okay.
in our visitor center. So again, that'll be on Friday, September the 9th.
Okay.
6:30.
6:30 p.m.
I would recommend probably be there 5:45,
Okay.
6 o'clock, so you can get a seat.
Good. Well, that way get there early. You can walk around the gift shop in the visitor center there and
Excellent.
do a little shopping and visiting and walk around the property there for
Correct.
a few minutes and then get your spot for the presentation at 6:30.
And it's still surprising that there's several people who have never been to the visitor center. The visitor center is a really nice facility, good exhibits and stuff. So
It is an oasis in the desert. That's what we, when we talk about the rest stop and all that, but it legitimately is back in the Looney Tunes days when you watch the cartoons and you see the little tropical spot in the middle of the desert. Yeah, Bugs Bunny sitting there. That's a real life version of that. So
You got it.
What it is. So if you've never been out there, come experience it. It's yes. The goal one is a place for our wildlife preservation. All of that. That's priority one, but we want it there for our generations of you and your kids
we
and
want
your
the
kids'
American
kids.
public to enjoy the outdoors.
Yeah,
That's
to
what
come
we're
and
doing.
see and walk and hike the trails and observe nature and not disturb nature. If that makes that's what it's all about there. So we'd love to come out and see the visitor center.
Oh, yeah.
Use the Dragonfly Festival as an excuse to come out and explore Bitter Lake if you've never been out there before.
Yeah, because you'll learn a lot. There's a lot of different speakers that will actually the guides will take you out to look at the dragonflies. That's probably our most popular tour.
Yeah.
We started taking tours August 1st, so if you want to go ahead and make a reservation for these tours, you want to call phone number 575-625-4011.
Okay.
Or you can contact us at 575-244-6256.
Okay.
You need to make reservations for the tours, driving tours. But if you don't get a tour, there's still plenty of stuff to do on Saturday.
Yeah.
So.
The tours are completely free, but I will warn you, 2 years ago, the last time we did one of these, and the years prior, they're very popular. They sign up and fill up fast, especially certain times that are kind of more popular than others. So if you have a narrow window or you want to guarantee that you get a tour, please get on or call the numbers this week and get that lined up. That way you've got you're guaranteed your spot. But now don't remember, it doesn't cost anything, but you do need to RSVP to secure a spot on the tour.
And we do have information online. You can look up Bitter Lake National Wildlife Refuge, our main site. You can look up also Friends of Bitter Lake National Wildlife Refuge, and they'll have this stuff on there too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they got can you do reservations on the Friends of Bitter Lake?
It'll have the schedule events.
Okay.
And also just information about the
and
festival.
I can give you a quick, basically the Dragonfly tours on Saturday, it's on the hours, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and 2 o'clock. Each tour lasts about an hour and a half.
Correct.
They also have the wildlife tour.
Correct.
And that kind of takes you to a different part of
our wildlife biologist will give you a tour and talk about the management of the refuge.
Okay.
Talk about what kind of it'll focus more on the wildlife.
Okay.
Where the dragonfly tours, we get 4 guides that are experts on dragonflies, and you guys out there literally go out and catch them with a net. And
Okay.
then they bring them up
so
closer.
it's all things dragonfly,
Yes,
where the
for
wildlife
that one.
covers the other
The other stuff.
Gotcha.
Correct.
All the other thousands of plant life and species that call that place home there. So.
Exactly.
But there's tours available for that too on Saturday. Again, those are about an hour and a half as well. 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 12:45 p.m., and 3 p.m.
Correct.
Now, Saturday is a little bit hairy for you, a little
Saturday
busy.
is because they do get booked up. We offered the public an opportunity to go on Sunday.
Yeah.
But there's no exhibits.
It's just the tours.
It's low key. It's
Just the
just the tours, and only the Dragonfly tours.
Okay.
So,
And that's just for those that didn't get on the Saturday
yeah,
tour.
and they want to go. The guides.
they can,
So if they fill up there on Saturday, and you can sign up on for the
Right.
Sunday tours.
Correct.
Again, same length, 9 o'clock, 9 a.m., 10 a.m., and noon on Sunday.
Yeah,
Right.
there's just 3 of them, but it's still, like I said, we'll get some of them we get full because people are still talking to the guys and they want to learn about dragonflies.
Well,
So,
yeah, and that's
yeah.
did you?
the idea is we want you to get interested and excited about that. So
Yeah, a big thing too is we've done a lot of promotion for kids, a lot of kid activities.
Yeah.
We have a arts and craft area where they're working on arts and craft right now. The volunteers, it could be making a little dragonfly or a bird feeder or whatever. But that goes on. It basically most of the events on Saturdays start from 9 to 4.
okay, so if you want to come out and participate in all the different activities and booths and things that are going to be there, 9 to 4 is going to
9
be
to
all
4.
that time.
Yeah, so the kids can go out there, do some arts and crafts. We want to thank Game and Fish Department here in Roswell. They've been very helpful, and they partner up with us. They bring a fishing pole to where the kids can actually catch either trout or
Cool. So
catfish.
they do bring the pool out to the refuge.
One of the
I've seen it at
popular
other
deals.
places.
Yeah,
I didn't know if they brought it up
They
to the
bring
refuge.
that there. There'll be archery range for the kids to
Oh,
shoot.
great.
Are you going to do the BB gun this year?
I think they'll have that too. The
Oh,
BB
great.
gun deal.
So for you outdoorsmen out there, or outdoors people in training here with the kids that want to experience
this
some
is
of that,
mostly for the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
we have live exhibits. Dexter Hatchery, the research center, will bring up some endangered fish for people to see.
Oh, cool.
They'll be in the visitor center. Several of our exhibitors will have live displays of certain animals.
So really, if you, it's like a peel back of the curtain of the wildlife in our area, and you get to learn and see and hands on and get involved with it.
And this is so close to Roswell.
It is.
There are not many refuges in the country that are this well situated to a community like Roswell.
Yeah,
So it's good. It's
so-
good. Yeah, he's right.
It is. It's. I'm telling you, for folks who've never been out there, it's a whole different world.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a whole. And for all those folks that always talk about nothing to do in town, and this is, I was like, you're just not looking hard enough. The Bitter Lake and this. We're just talking Dragonfly because that's the big event, but all year round there's stuff going on.
It is.
The fall seasons are really good. If you get there in October, we get over 25,000 cranes.
Yeah, that'll be coming up right
20,000
after
snow geese.
Dragonfly.
Yeah,
here.
the big migration is and it's really cool to see it early in the morning or in the evening.
Yeah.
Did you mention the early bird tour?
No, we need to talk about the early bird tour. I missed that one. I skipped
That's at
it.
6:30.
Yeah.
It's an early,
Yes,
but
and it's on birds.
and it's a 2-hour. It's a 2-hour tour.
Okay.
You know, we get lost on Gilligan's Island and all. You know.
Oh, cool. So if you're a bird lover
That's
or
right.
want to see some of the bird wildlife, they call the refuge home.
Yeah, we've got
That's
two
right.
of our volunteers that are like expert birders. They'll take you out into closed areas where we normally don't allow the public,
Oh,
and
cool.
they drive around and basically bird watch.
Nice.
There's only one tour, so that's going to fill up. There's two,
Yeah.
two
one
vehicles.
vehicle,
One vehicle.
15 passenger
And
van.
that's Saturday morning, 6:30.
6:30,
Yeah,
exactly.
6:30, 8:30, Saturday
Yeah.
And
morning.
you got to sign up for that too.
Yeah.
yeah. So
But you get a burrito, you'll be all right. Get a burrito
That's
in,
right, there you
yeah.
go.
Feed part of it to the animals when you're out there.
Yeah. Don't do that. Steve's like, no. No, consume the burrito yourself.
there you
That's
go.
right. You got it.
Hey, the other thing we want to push to is which was popular. We did it 1 year. Is it 2 or 1 year, Don? I think 1 year. We released monarch butterflies.
Oh yeah. 2
Oh,
years.
yeah.
We have 200 monarch butterflies that are coming in from a breeder, and we let the kids. We'll have 3 stations on the refuge where kids will be assigned where to go, and it's more of a photo op with the parents, and the kid gets to put a monarch butterfly on its finger, get to hold it, and then they just release it. The monarch has a little tag on it, and it'll tell
They
us.
can track it?
Yeah, the
Okay.
migration. They can actually get online to track it where any information is where it's
Oh,
at.
wow.
So But yeah, it's pretty cool to see. The kids love it.
That is
up
cool.
close, so yeah.
Just out of curiosity, like, did they track some of the past ones? Like,
they have, but I haven't heard much information.
Okay, I was just
on
curious,
that.
like,
Yeah,
how
no,
far do they
have.
get? Do they end up in a different state or something?
They'll go. The monarchs, their migration path is all the way from from Canada going down all the way to Mexico.
Wow.
But it's
I can
not
see
that,
birds doing it, but why butterflies?
But the thing about monarchs is they don't do individual. It's generations. What they do is they go down.
Gotcha.
They go down. They lay their eggs. The eggs hatch, and then that group of butterflies will start heading south until they go all the way to Mexico.
So it's really that hive mentality of we're surviving the species.
Correct, just generations.
You're just going here, and then your mission's done, and they expire, and then the next generation moves to the next town, basically. Yeah, exactly. I gotcha. Okay.
And over the years, their population has been dwindling. Pesticides, loss of habitat. So they're being considered to put on the endangered species list, which shocked me. I was like,
which is probably why you're seeing programs like this at the Refuge to have releases and getting more monarch butterflies back into the population and start the hive moving forward again on the migratory path.
And you can help out too by if you plant milkweed or plants in your garden that produce nectar that the monarchs.
Nectar.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's specific plants for butterflies, but monarchs are definitely attracted to milkweed.
And this is where my science class failed me. Are they pollinators like a bee would be or whatever?
They can be. Yeah.
Okay.
They'll put their I don't even know what you call it. Their
proboscis?
They'll put it in the flower and then it gets the pollen on.
Good
there.
deal. So they do serve well to our community.
They
well,
do.
and that's just it. I know we all have our creepy crawlies or certain things where you're like, ooh, why are they here and all that, but every species has a role in the ecosystem, and it's a beautiful machine when you see it all in action.
It is. It's all together tied in. So let me not forget to let you know how you go about getting on a list for letting your child let a butterfly loose.
Okay.
What you need to do is you go to the visitor center.
Okay.
And we're handing out over basically 200 tickets.
Okay.
You get a ticket, hold on to that ticket, and then on Saturday, the September 10th day, at 12 o'clock.
High noon.
High noon is when we'll release them.
Okay.
We'll have 3 spots. We'll send you to those, and then you just take your child, wait in line, and then you can have a photo op with the butterflies. So.
Do they release them like at the same? Of course, they're butterflies. They kind of do what they do, but I didn't know if like they all come and there's like this photo moment of 50 butterflies going up at once.
You'll see several around, flying around, and you'll see several of them after the festival. They'll be hanging around the refuge.
Well,
what's kind of funny is the kids. You'll get small kids and older kids, and sometimes they barely put the butterfly on the finger. The thing takes off like in a second.
He's like, I'm out.
Other times the guy, it'll hang on the finger and they try to shake it off.
Some are probably like, it's pretty. I got everything I need right here. I'm good. And others like, no, I'm out.
So, but it's real cool. So again, come on Saturday. You can come anytime. You can come today or the rest of the time before the Dragonfly Festival to get your tickets.
Yeah.
The center's open from 9 o'clock to 4, and we're ready for your arrival.
Yeah, come out this weekend and walk and see things and what's going on out there. And while you're at, you can get your tickets, sign up for some of the tours and things, and get you ready when you come back here on September 10th for the Dragonfly Festival.
There you go.
On Saturday, we also have some speakers. We have at 11 o'clock, we have a guy who's expert on bats of New Mexico.
Okay.
So I think he even brings a couple of live ones. He's done a good presentation in the past.
Good.
So that's at 11 o'clock. Right now, we don't know yet. We're confirming to have a guy who's a really good photographer. He's taken a lot of pictures of Bitter Lake, and he's offered to go ahead and
share the gallery.
Yeah, share the gallery.
Cool.
And that would be at 1 o'clock, and basically he's just going to show you how, and he's going to tell you techniques of photography.
Cool.
So 1 o'clock.
And that might be an opportunity for some folks to see if this is their first time out Bitter Lake, maybe see some photographs of other seasons.
Oh yeah.
You're seeing kind of the late summer fall beginning of fall time, but Bitter Lake looks different in the spring than it does in the fall, and the
And the
winter looks
winter,
different than it does in the summer. It's
We
just,
we have an orientation film that was done by some freelancers that did films for National Geographics, and when they came here, they were just amazed at a variety of wildlife. They did not normally people will contract out for a film for a visitor center. It might last for 2-3 weeks. They stayed here for a year.
Wow.
They volunteered because they loved. They had so
for
many
people that do
subjects.
this for a living, love this place more than or just found it at a home and ended up calling it home for a lot longer than they usually do.
And these two photographers, as a husband and wife, they've been all over the country, all over the world, filming different resource stuff, and they were just like I said, they were amazed about Bitter Lake's resource.
Cool.
So
That's cool, and it's right in your own backyard here. So come out to if you've never been out to Bitter Lake Wildlife Refuge, I'd say come out before the Dragonfly, but if your time doesn't allot, make the Dragonfly Festival, this year's Dragonfly Festival, your first experience out at Bitter Lake Wildlife Refuge. Don't forget, like you said, there's going to be all kinds of crafts. There's going to be funds for the kids. There's going to be also lots of other stuff here. And don't forget the tours. Sign up for the tours. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, but you need to pre-sign up. Call one of these two numbers to get an early bird tour time or a dragonfly tour time or a wildlife tour time. The phone numbers you can call is 575-625-4011. Again, that's 575-625-4011 or 575-244-6256. Again, 575-244-6256. And don't forget, they'll be doing those plus at 11 and 2, they'll have the live bird and bat programs out there on Saturday.
Correct.
They're going to have the kids' fishing pool, the arts and crafts, a scavenger hunt for the kids, all kinds of family fun. Usually some nonprofits have a few things set up out there, little tables and things.
We'll have a big exhibit tent with a variety, probably about 12, 15 people. There's some vendors there. You want some stuff for Christmas.
Are Scouts going to be doing like hot dogs or something?
The Scouts will be back again.
Okay, good.
They're going to be serving. Well, it's a fundraiser for them, and you'll be purchasing either hot dogs or hamburgers.
Good deal. So you can come hungry and eat it there, and they got you covered.
The other thing too is we have a table exhibit with the Friends of Bitter Lake. They're definitely interested in members that want to sign up to help the refuge.
Absolutely.
If it wasn't for the Friends of Bitter Lake, we would not be able to do this Dragonfly Festival and other things we do throughout the year. So if you want to help the refuge, you may want to join the Friends group, and there's a table where you can sign up there.
Excellent. Yeah, and Don can tell you a bit more, but basically the Friends of Bitter Lake, they are the volunteers. They're the ones that plan events like this and kind of are the manpower and the making these events like this go. I mean, Steve does a lot of planning on this too, but he helped the Friends help that make it happen. Also, they're the ones that help out and pitch in with conservation projects and various things that are going on out at the refuge. If there's some trails that need to be fixed up, or if there's some wildlife mitigation, because half the battle is keeping the stuff that isn't native to this area out of that area.
That's correct.
So there's a lot of that wildlife management that's going on there to keep the native and the non-native out.
That's right.
And usually plants and stuff, but sometimes animal life, but mostly it's plant life and things. But yeah, some plants and things that were brought from other continents that are very hardy here tend to sometimes crowd out the things that call this home or things like that. So the Friends do a lot of that too, but there is perks to it, right? To being a friend. I mean, you get to if you love the nature and outdoors, you get to see parts of the refuge that the general public doesn't get access to. There's perks to being a friend, right?
Yep.
Yes, there are.
Good deal.
We're going to be that wildlife tour, that early bird tour. We're going to be looking at doing those for members.
Okay.
It's something we have to work out, but we're looking to get
like a special just for
special
friends
tours
wildlife
for members.
Tour.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Also, we're going to be doing our drawing every year. We have a big drawing. We have this queen size quilt that's got dragonflies all over.
Oh,
it.
cool.
Not live ones, of course.
And there's some folks that make these every year for you guys.
These are
right?
handmade. Well, she has moved from this area, but but she's still graciously.
Well, it's one lady doing it.
Yes.
I thought there was a collective group that was helping.
Susie
Yeah.
Flint.
Okay.
I
I thought it was like a little quilting circle that kind of.
Yeah.
Well, we had some other quilters before she came on.
Oh, okay.
But
But
we've
she's
had
been-
it going on for several years.
It's been a
so,
tradition
yeah,
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Plus, there's a hanging, a wall hanging that's dragonfly.
Okay.
And we
Is
got
it
a couple
quilted wall hanging?
It's also a quilted
Nice.
wall hanging with dragonflies, and we got a duck painting. We found out that we thought this was a print. Turns out it's an actual painting,
Okay.
and it's been valued at about $350.
Okay. And so you're
So,
going to be giving that away?
That
or
is
auction?
part of the drawing.
Okay.
And then we've got some wildlife binoculars. They have a night vision on them.
Oh, not the El Cheapo ones you get, like-
It's still not the it's not the $1,000 ones, but they're pretty
You're not
good.
going to see, Uranus on this thing. You're just going to see good stuff here.
These are pretty good, and then a bunch of big gift cards from local merchants around the area.
Cool.
So,
But yeah, well, a good pair of binoculars. I'm just talking because when I was a kid, all my binoculars, like those ones that you get, that come with a little spyglass and a badge or something.
Yeah.
Those are the only binoculars I ever had.
If you want tickets for this, we'll sell them at the festival, of course. But I'm going to be every Saturday. I'm going to be out at Farmers Market.
The Farmer and Garden Market, yeah. Main Street's Farmer.
I'm
Farmers
there
Market.
every Saturday. You'll see the American Legion.
Yeah, he's manning
Bitter
two
Lake-
booths out there.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
bounces back and forth
He
between
does.
American Legion and,
Well, they're all
and Friends
we're
of
all
Bitter Lake.
conglomerate there together. Bitter Lake and also Alzheimer's.
Oh, yeah, three booths. I'm sorry.
I do them all there. Yeah. So
I sure changed
And
it.
I'll have tickets for the drawing.
Awesome. Very good.
So-
But yeah, and get your tickets. And again, now's the time to sign up for the tours.
I would recommend if you want to learn more about the refuge and things we've been doing. The Friends do a quarterly newsletter.
Okay.
And the newsletter, they can download it from the Friends of Bitter Lake website.
Okay.
So,
And
and,
it's-
it tells you about activities. Like we got a new biologist, that a little bit background about him, and
Nice.
Friendsofbitterlake.org.
Very good. That's the website, www.friendsofbitterlake.org, all one word, and you can go there and you can see what the Friends do, learn more about the Bitter Lake Wildlife Refuge and everything that's there.
and they got the schedules too for the
And
Dragonfly.
the schedule of events and everything for the Dragonfly Festival, the
all on
tour,
there.
the tour times. But again, if to sign up for the tours, and now's the time. Don't wait until September. Do it right now.
Do it now.
This week. The earlier, the better. Especially if you've got a narrow window when you're available to do a tour. You might want to get that secured right now. Again,
Yep.
call 575-625-4011 or 575-244-6256. Either of those two numbers, call and reserve your time for either the early bird tour on Saturday morning at 6:30, the hourly Dragonfly tours on Saturday, and bi-hourly or twice, every
Yeah.
2 hours
Yeah.
wildlife tours there. And don't forget, there is a few Dragonfly tours available on Sunday as an overflow here.
Right.
So, but if you want to do any of that, the reservations went hot August 1.
Yeah.
And so get it fast and furious. So,
That's some of our sponsors to date.
okay. Go ahead and say them.
Ken and Alice Smith Foundation. They donate to us every year.
Cool.
Keys Drilling gave us some money this year. Rotary Club has helped out tremendous. They bought the butterflies.
Yeah, we
Oh.
want to give them a lot. They're sponsoring the Dragonfly Festival by purchasing the butterflies, and they also are going to help us on our nature trail
great.
with some of the wildflower planting for the
Right.
butterflies. And
Great.
That's the Roswell Rotary Club.
Thank you to our Roswell
Oh, yeah.
Rotarians for
Yeah,
that.
they've been great.
Absolutely.
And then Leprino Foods made a very sizable donation
Nice.
this year. We're always looking
Bitter
for
Lake's getting
donations.
cheesy.
if you know of somebody that wants to make yeah, we got it. If you want to make a donation or help sponsor,
Yeah.
come to the Dragon.
All of it goes back into the programs and needs of the refuge there.
Oh, Central Power. Yeah, Central. What's
Electric.
Central
CVE, Central Valley Electric.
Valley Electric.
Cooperative,
They
yes.
also
also help
They
sponsor.
had actually given us money last year, but we couldn't use it then, and they told us to just roll it over to this
Okay.
one. So thank you, Central Valley.
CVE, they always get involved in our community too. You know, they do come into Chavez County. They're more into Eddie and Lee, but definitely they do have customers in Chavez County. But they big supporters of all of Southeast New Mexico.
Yep.
So yeah, good deal.
Come out when you're out at the farmers market. Come by the booth, and I'll gladly take donations.
There you go.
Sponsorships. I've got forms and the whole thing.
That's another, you know, they have the early bird tour. Well, the early bird does get the worm at the farmer's market, too. So if you're looking
That's
for
right.
the produce, you might want to make sure you're there in
At
that
7 o'clock.
7 a.m. hour versus the 10 a.m.
I
hour.
get there about 6, so you give it, take a little.
Well, Don's probably got the unique, he's got the pre-snoop.
yeah.
So, so while he's setting up the table, he can go around and nose around. Like, tomatoes look pretty good over there.
Yeah.
Squash over there.
and the burritos are to die for.
Yeah. He's over there hanging out by the big disco cooker right there. He's like, where's the...
That's funny.
Very good. But again, if you have questions about anything, don't hesitate to call the numbers. Visit friendsofbitterlake.org as a website. That's a great resource. Like and follow. And then also, do you guys have a Facebook or social
We
media?
have the Facebook for the Refuge.
Okay.
I don't know the address where they're.
I
But
don't either.
if you go to Facebook and type in Bitter Lake Wildlife Refuge, it should
Yeah.
pop right up
Yeah.
in the search
Yep.
bar. You can like and follow that way. As information is released anytime, not just during Dragonfly Festival,
Correct.
but Cranes and Cocoa will be
Yeah.
coming up right after that. And
It's
there's
real. Our staff right now is working on that one. We've just really started updating all
Good
the
deal.
information on that.
and,
so.
and if I remember right, the gift shop and everything's run by the Friends, right?
Correct.
Yes, it is.
So if you like, that's volunteers to work that store.
right.
That's all the kind of stuff they're needing for the Friends. So if
And
you're
the-
interested in that kind of thing, reach out.
And the bookstore they've got quite a bit of really good T-shirts. They're doing really well.
Oh,
selling
yeah.
They do have
T-shirts,
some
and
good swag
They've
there.
got some mostly nature type stuff, but really they've been doing really well in the sales
Yeah.
of those.
I'd say even a lot of good like teachers if you're doing little segments about some kind of nature. Like my wife does a bat thing every year for second graders.
Okay.
And I know each level has certain things. There's a lot of those kind of things that you can get at the gift shop that kind of would add to your
Yep.
your teaching lesson and things, you know.
and they're unique there. We get a lot of stuff in that nature store that you won't find anywhere else.
Good deal.
So
Unique
and
to
these,
the
these
Bitter
are
Lake
great
Refuge.
for Christmas or gifts
Yeah,
of all
birthdays
kinds.
or
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all their money that they make goes to supporting the refuge,
Yes.
Yep.
education, biology.
Entirely.
well, and like
And the
one of those
festival.
projects was the bird blind during COVID here, right? Was some of that money used to help restore and renovate that too?
I'm not sure. I think that one was mostly refuge.
Okay.
Yeah, that was mostly
But
right.
it's projects like that
But that's a good-
goes
that's
into.
a good mention.
It was-
We have a really nice observation blind,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all redone. It's wheelchair accessible, so
Yeah.
it's great asset to the refuge.
That'll be very
Yep.
popular during the Cranes and Cocoa event, right? Isn't
I
that
think
usually
so.
isn't that
Yeah.
usually the prime spot for
yeah,
watching the
they're right
cranes
there is where
come
they get-
in and
they're
all
pretty-
that?
Yeah, they
So,
kind of
yeah.
hang around that area.
So just don't spill your cocoa on the new blind.
That's right.
Yeah.
Get infested by ants.
That's right. But don't forget, the 2022 Dragonfly Festival is back after taking a couple year hiatus because of COVID and all that. It's a full blown. Everything's happening like you remember. September 9th. It
September
starts
9th
with
is
the 6:30 program, and then all day September 10th, and then some tours Sunday morning on the 11th as well. Correct.
Excellent. Yep.
Again, to secure your tour times, and really if you have any questions about the Dragonfly Festival or anything related to Bitter Lake Wildlife Refuge, don't hesitate to call 575-625-4011. Again, 575-625-4011 or 575-244-6256. 575-244-6256. And if you don't remember those numbers, give me a holler. I'll get them.
Go
And
online,
Mike,
you can find them there.
friendsofbitterlake.org. You can find the numbers there if you're driving around.
Yeah, and the staff at Bitter Lake and the friends want to also thank you for your support for.
Oh,
the
I'm
refuge.
it's
Yeah.
easy. I'm no problem. This is my job is to tell people about great things in our community, and Bitter Lake is one of those things. So,
Yeah, and you do a
Thanks
good
lot.
job of
You
that.
did a
thank
great
you.
job, Mike.
It's a and Dragonfly Festival's fun, guy. I mean,
It
bring the
is.
whole
It's a fun
family. The
thing.
kids are going to be running around, having fun, and that's the thing. The kids can come out there and get in the park and run. I mean, it's a refuge, and we're protecting wildlife, but the kids can go and be kids out there too.
Sure.
Correct.
Just because
Yeah.
you can't boat and swim in the water don't mean you can't have fun out there.
That's right. That's right. So, all right. Well,
Good deal. Well, I'm sure you got to get back out to
Yep,
the
I
refuge.
do,
You're gonna go
so.
see how much rain you got, and then Don's probably going off to one of his 20 volunteer events that he's got this
Exactly.
morning.
I got a few things to take care of. Yes, always do.
Very good. Well, we'll see you later, Steve. I'll see you tonight, Don.
That's right.
At our other meeting.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
Mike.
We'll see you again
Appreciate it.
soon. It is.